Hello. So today I am going to speak on Genesis chapter 1 and the notes that I've taken from Genesis chapter 1 and what I've learned from Genesis chapter 1, basically what caught my eyes about this chapter. So basically Genesis in Hebrew Bereshit, meaning beginning, Greek origin, source, beginning, Latin is generation, nativity. So as you can see, it just means beginning, basically the source, the first. So what I wanted to point out was there is an order to the creation. There is a reason for the order of the creation of why light was one, or the firmament was two. So the verse that caught my eyes was verse 2. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of Yah moved upon the face of the water. So, what I got from verse 2, I underlined form, void, darkness, deep, Spirit moved in water. And I looked up form, strong word 8414, and it means waste, desolation, deserted. I also looked up void, and it meant strong word 0922. It meant to be empty and ruined. So the earth was a waste, it was deserted. There was desolation in the earth, and it was literally empty, and it was in ruins. So darkness, it was also in darkness. Darkness literally means darkness, as you know, strong word 2822. Deep, abyss, literally means abyss. 8415, so like water, the deep, the abyss. It's literally the deep. Everything was covered in darkness. It was, you know darkness, desolation, ruin, everything. So spirit was another one that was underlined, 7307. um and I found it interesting because it meant wind by resemblance of breath. So that was strong word 7307. Moved was another one that I underlined, 7363, and that was the implication to be relaxed. So he was literally relaxed, like moving, hovering over the water. Like I said, I did underline water. I didn't look it up because obviously water is water. What I realized is, like, okay, there was water in the beginning. It didn't say he created water, but it said there was water in the beginning. So the question I asked myself was, why was there water? What is water? What is the importance of water? And what can water do? And that was what caught my eyes in verse 2. So verse 3, the one, basically the part that caught my eyes was, it said, let there be light. So I looked up light, I underlined light, and it's or luminary. So literally, you already know what luminary is. It has no form, basically. So that was the first thing that was created, was light. And evening and morning, that was the first day. Obviously night was first, and then morning came, so the first day. Verse 6, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. So I underlined firmament. I looked that up, 7549, and it meant expansion. So there was water above us, and there was water below us. The ocean is blue, the sky is blue, and that was the second thing that was created, was the firmament between the waters. So yeah. Verse 9 and 11, Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry appear. Verse 11. Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, the fruit tree yielding fruits after his kind, whose seed in itself upon the earth. And it was so. What I got was, I didn't underline anything, but what I understood was the gathering of the water. So that's how the sea came. Then the dry land. He said, let dry land appear. And then he said, let the earth bring forth plants. So that was the third day. The third day he made the sea. Um he made the dry land and the plants. So that was the third day. That was created on the third day. Verse 14 through 16. Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. Verse 15. Let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. Verse 16. Made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars also. So I underline lights and properly a luminous body or luminary. So literally is literally light. So it's not hard. You can go through it. So luminary. So that's what caught my eyes in. That was on the fourth day. So he made the greater light the sun, the lesser light the moon, and then he made the stars also. And uh it was to be for signs, for seasons, for days, for years, and basically to tell us times, and to give light on the earth. One is to rule the day, the other is to rule the night. So that's what I got. And that was the fourth day. Verse 20 and 22. So 20, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of the heaven. Verse 22. Bless them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the sea, and let the fowl multiply in the earth. And that was day 5 creation. So he made the animals in the sea, and he made the birds of the sky, and he blessed them as well. So that was day 5. Verse 24, it says, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping things, and beasts of the earth after his kind. So verse 24 was when he created the animals of the earth. The next verse was verse 26, and it says, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So I underlined man, image, likeness, dominion over fish, fowl, cattle, earth. I looked up man, and man meant human, and it means a species, or the species mankind. So when they say, oh, God made the Bible, what's it called? When they be saying, oh, the Bible is written for man, usually they're talking about the male species. The male, the men, that's what they're talking about. But in reality, God, the Bible was written for man. It was written for mankind, because I am mankind. I am a human. That is man. So when the Bible says man, man, is talking about the human species. If any man would seek after me, like not just men, but men, male and female, that's mankind. So I found that interesting. Image to shade to phantom. That's what I got for image. Likeness, I got resemblance, model to shape, character. Dominion, I got to tread down, subjugate. That's what I got for Dominion. That's what I got for 26. The over, fish, fowl, cattle, earth. I underlined those because, okay, so it says let them have dominion. So dominion over what? Fish, fowl, cattle, and the earth. So people want to be like, oh, there's too much chief, not enough Indians. Like, who? No, I'm a chief because the Lord said to have dominion over fish, fowl, cattle, and the earth. So everybody has something that they're strong in, that they're gonna have dominion over. But to have dominion over another humankind, that's a big no-no, because nowhere in the Bible did the Lord tell me to rule over another human. Verse 27, created man. Man, remember what I said? Remember what I said? Man means human, or the species of mankind. He created man. So male and female. That is man. That's what caught my eyes in 27. Verse 28. Blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. 29. Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. 30. Every beast of the earth, into every fowl of the air, into everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein life, every green herb for meat. So for verse 28, I had underlined fruitful, replenish, subdue, dominion, fish, fowl, living thing. And for fruitful, I looked that up, and it's basically to bear fruit, literally or figuratively. I underline multiply, and that means basically to increase in whatever respect. I also underline replenish, and that is basically to fill or be full. So I also underline subdue. You know what subdue is, to rule over. Dominion. And fish, fowl, living thing. So like I said in the beginning, he blessed us and told us to be fruitful, to multiply, and to replenish the earth. The earth. And subdue it, and to have dominion over the fish, fowl, and every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Not human, because he's telling man this. Mind you, there's only 2 men on the earth, so he's saying every living thing, like everything that moves on the earth, so the animals. Verse 29, I underline every herb, every tree, fruit tree yielding seed, and for me. So 29 caught my eyes because the plants, the trees that bring fruits, that has seeds in itself, that's gonna be for us as meat. So not the animals, but the plants is going to be meat for us. Anything that grows on the earth is going to be meat for us. And verse 30, I underline beast, fowl, creeping thing, green herbs, and for meat. So he's basically said the same thing to the animals. The animals will eat the green herbs for meat. So I was like, that literally caught my eyes. And that was day 6 of creation. So that's the notes that I took for Genesis chapter 1. Let me know what you think about it, like what notes you've taken that I probably missed and that I could probably know. Yeah. So I'm gonna do Genesis chapter 2 next time, so you will hear from me. but this time is going to be the notes that I've taken from Genesis chapter 2. See ya.